Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rosa, once again. I'm here to keep update about the protester at mine police. It's getting worse right now. It's going crazy. All those store broken, stolen things, all the products is on the street. It's not too fair for the innocent people live there and staying at home. And as you can see, no social distancing conducted while we are in pandemic. So decreasing damages in all street, burning car. Apparently, this is not a protest anymore. It's creating crimes. It's so sad to watch this. This what happened to USA. A fire of the roof of shopping mall. Person who shot gun an officer. This is not. OMG. Oh my God. Is so getting worse. Let's watch it, guys.
This is ABC7 Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Liz Kreutz. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday, May 30th. We continue to follow the protests that have happened overnight in the East Bay and South Bay over the death of George Floyd, and we're seeing the aftermath now this morning. Of course, George Floyd is the man who died in Minneapolis police custody earlier this week. That sparked nationwide protests. In Oakland, the protesters seemed to disperse around 1:30 this morning. That's after about 5.5 hours of marching and demonstrations. Police say that they are investigating as well an incident involving two contract security officers for the Federal Protective Service who were shot. They say one of the officers died from his injury. The other officer is in stable condition. This happened at the federal building on Clay Street at about 9:45 last night. The FBI says a person inside a vehicle began firing gunshots at contract security officers, and police say that they are investigating
Totally
to
damaging.
determine whether this shooting is related to the protests. This did happen in the area and around the time of those protests. Now, the Federal Protective Service, which falls under the Department of Homeland Security, provides
There's a lot
security
of
and law
officer
enforcement services
injured.
at U.S. government facilities. Oakland police, they say that there are no current protests going on right now this morning, but officers have still been patrolling the streets through the night. Protests turned violent after demonstrators clashed with Oakland police officers and shut down Interstate 880 for some time last night. There was that dramatic video. You're seeing some of that here. Hundreds started marching around 8 last night. They made their way onto the interstate as officers monitored the situation from
All
afar.
of glass
There
is
they are getting onto a big rig truck. That man there
keep
driving
broken
the truck, stuck
and
in the
going
midst of all of this.
inside
Then
the store
demonstration did
and
continue to
stealing
escalate,
all
and about an hour later,
the
when officers
products
who lined up to block police
and
headquarters, they sprayed tear gas while
yeah,
protesters set
all
off
of the
fireworks and threw
things.
bottles.
The store
Say
product
multiple
is
officers were injured. You're seeing
outside.
inside, I think, a CVS here, some looting. They say objects were thrown by protesters, which injured some officers. Those officers, the condition of them is not known at
Lord
this
Jesus
time.
Christ.
Oakland
Please,
police, so they have released this
keep
preliminary
protect
information
us.
this morning from the demonstrations. They say
What's
as of now, they
going
know that
on
60
all
looters were
over
detained
the
for
world
further
right now? The
investigation.
pandemic
18
is
people were
here,
arrested
and
by Oakland
also
police. 4 people were arrested by outside agencies, so 22 arrests total. 6 Oakland police
yeah, we
officers
know
were
that
injured, and
George
7
Floyd
outside
happened is
agency law
not
enforcement were injured, so
also
13 officers injured. Oakland police say
terror,
that there is
what you call
significant
that.
property damage to businesses in the downtown area of Oakland after
It's
these
so
protests
sad
last
to
night.
watch that
We've been
happen.
seeing
But
ourselves. Our
you
morning
know,
reporters on the ground there are seeing that
until
too. ABC
now,
7 News reporter Cornell Bernard is live for us
the
outside of the
protest
Target store
is
on Broadway and 27th. And Cornell, that's where looters broke windows and stole merchandise.
what
We can
happening to
see
the
the damage right there
innocent
behind you,
people
Cornell.
live there.
Yeah, that's right, Liz. I have to tell you, block after block, the damage here
Oh
in
my
downtown
God.
Oakland is extensive and it is remarkable. Take a
A lot
look.
of
This is the
stores
Target
now
here at
broken.
27th and Broadway. It was looted last night as protesters broke in. Uh, Protesters angry over the
Significant
death of George
damage
Floyd.
after the
There was
protests.
thousands of people on the street
Whew.
last night, and up until 30 minutes ago when we showed up, there was still active looting taking place. Oakland police arrived here, I'd say about 15 minutes ago, and chased a few people away, detained several people as well. But now Oakland police are inside the store, which is flooded, as you can tell. The damage goes on block after block. Car dealerships, retail establishments. There is a sea of glass everywhere you look. My colleague, Jim Huntington, who is the assignment manager for ABC 7 News, has been on scene much earlier than when we showed up. Jim, I know you've seen a lot today. What have you seen? What kind of damage are you seeing?
Good morning, Cornell. Thank you. Before we go to the video, I'd like to point out that we're talking primarily the damage is done on the commercial corridor of Broadway from about the Marriott at 11th Street all the way up to MacArthur, up near the new Kaiser Hospital. I've also driven around Telegraph
It's
and
really
seen
sad.
very
It's really
little
sad.
damage. So what I have witnessed this morning since about 6:30 is just this entire stretch. It's about 30 city blocks where a number of businesses have broken windows, graffiti is everywhere. And let's start with the most important story right now would be the shooting at the Federal Building. The contracted security guard for Homeland Security
I think
was
after
shot and
this,
killed last night
the
in a
case of
drive-by
virus
shooting.
is
Someone
getting
drove by and
higher.
shot that security guard and another
So
man, and that security
the
guard
number
did
one
die. There is an
victim
incredible
here is the
FBI presence
innocent who's not
surrounding the
going
Ron
outside
Dellums
of the
Federal
house and
Building
staying
at
at home.
12th and Clay. Many streets there are still closed. Jefferson is closed between 12th and 14th. And 12th Street is closed between
Oh my
Clay and
God.
Jefferson. There are, I counted at least 40 FBI SWAT members in full gear, armed. There are armored vehicles. There's a full investigation ongoing into the shooting and death of the contracted worker. So as far as we know, no arrests have been made. Just down the street, 2 blocks away, in what I'm calling the Civic Center,
A lot of
is where we saw an
vandalism on the
incredible
street,
amount of
on the
damage
store.
with the Walgreens drugstore. The Walgreens drugstore was completely trashed, just like this Target. And you can see for the damage yourself what it looked like. Next door is a Wells Fargo bank, completely trashed. It looked like they set fire to the ATM. Everywhere around this area, you see burned debris as they started fires last night. I've seen a couple of burned out cars around the downtown Oakland area.
Mercedes-Benz
As I
dealership
ventured up
vandalism.
Broadway, we
Oh,
went to
oh,
Mercedes-Benz of
oh,
Oakland.
oh.
That's where
Hmm.
just 8 hours
Also,
ago,
Louis
they were
Vuitton
burning a
store
vehicle inside the
have
Mercedes-Benz
stolen all
dealer.
the
We were
authentic
able to see the
bags.
black car that was
Oh my
torched.
God,
It's
what
kind of hard to see
happened?
from the sidewalk, but you
Oh,
could smell
it's
this
so sad.
putrid
It's so
plastic
sad.
odor of the parts of the car that melted in the fire. There were also 6 total cars on the showroom floor, all heavily damaged by the demonstrators. And we talked to the manager of Mercedes-Benz Oakland. Here's what he had to say.
I don't know. It's just it's disappointing. I don't think that from what's going on in the current events right now, people should think about how to protest. I mean, without violence and without damage to businesses, especially in Oakland.
Oh, the car is burning. Mercedes-Benz. Oh my God.
You know, the business doesn't need this.
All right, and so that was the sales manager of Mercedes-Benz, and they're devastated, of course. We did the math. Each one of those cars was worth at least $50,000.
Yeah, we know that
so
this
there's at least, you know,
what
the
gonna
car
be
that was burned
happening
was
to
probably
George
destroyed.
Floyd
So,
is so
you know,
really
hundreds
hurt,
of
but
thousands of dollars
you
of
don't
damage
need
there,
to
broken windows. Up
undergo
the street at another vehicle dealership
like
on
this.
Auto Row is the
It's
Honda
getting
dealership.
worse.
And they're out there this morning.
A lot
They're
of
cleaning up the
damaging,
glass. It's
a lot of
very
hurt
familiar
people.
sight here on the commercial
Also
corridor
the
of
Honda
Broadway in
dealership.
downtown
Oh,
Oakland.
whoa,
I
whoa,
talked to an
whoa.
employee who was inside the store. Yes, the inside of the Honda
This is
dealer
not
was
protest
trashed.
anymore. This is
He said
committing
some cars were
crime.
damaged, although I could not see damage on the showroom
Wow,
floor.
wow,
He
wow,
didn't want to
wow,
talk.
wow,
He looked
wow,
upset.
wow, wow.
The people that we're talking with are the workers. Man, there are hundreds of workers showing up this morning, cleaning up the broken glass and boarding up the windows in Oakland.
Jim, we've covered protests for years here in downtown Oakland. Have you ever seen damage this extensive on the streets before?
No, I haven't. As you said, we've seen a lot of the Occupy problems in the past, but just the length of the damage, the 30 blocks, the broken windows, the graffiti, it's overwhelming to see.
Jim Huntington, thank you so much for your time and your excellent reporting this morning. Thank you so much, sir. We have yet to hear from Mayor Libby Schaaf about the extensive damage here in downtown Oakland. How much? A total? We do not know. The city is working on that, but obviously it will be in the millions. We're live in downtown Oakland. Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 News.
Wow, it's stunning, really stunning. Thank you, Cornell. Thank you to Jen. We appreciate that live report.
So guys, this is the update of what happened, the situation of mine of police getting worse. Right now, the protests and the riots still ongoing on. We hope that we gonna be settle this as soon as possible. So, the pandemic crisis is there to need to protect all. So guys, if you like update, keep my button bells ring, and then if you are new here on my channel, so please don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is really appreciated. Thank you so much for watching my video, and God bless you all, and we need more prayer for this. Bye everyone, and God bless.